future, we're still playing Marvel games.
Welcome back, Space Cadets, to Hal and Dave's Trip to Jupiter. I'm Hal.
I'm Dave, and we're playing a special presentation of Infinity War. I mean, War of the Gems. Alright, so back in the 90s, Marvel got really popular. And they made several crossover events.
Shocking, I know.
I know. In fact, there was a trilogy of them called the Infinity Trilogy. And this asshole right here was the main character of that, Adam Warlock. We're not going to be playing as him. This golden asshole, who we all love and know, Adam Warlock. We're not going to be playing as him.
Adam Warlock asked Earth's mightiest heroes.
Well, who are Earth's mightiest heroes in this case? Well, we're going to be taking a look. And I have some commentary on them. It is the Hulk, Iron Man, Spider-Man. You can tell who's my favorite. Wolverine, bub.
Let's go, bub.
And of course, the giant A, Captain America. So
his A does not stand for France.
It never stood for France. It always stood for America, apple pie, ass kicking, and everything in between.
It sure does.
All right.
Marvel Superheroes, War of the Gems.
Yeah, this is going to be an interesting one. So, this was one of the earlier Capcom games, and this has what I like to call some of the standard Capcom sprites, too. You'll see what I mean when we get to who I'm going to choose first. So, well, look at Captain America there. He might look familiar to people who love Marvel vs. Capcom.
Real name, Steve Rogers. Height, 187 centimeters. Weight, 108 kilograms.
Nickname, Cap Winghead.
Winghead.
Well, that's what Spider-Man would usually call him. Stan Lee loved the nickname, so he had, like, different names for each character.
Like the Webhead.
The Webhead, Spidey. So we're going to start here.
Game start, options, password. So this is actually the first game we're playing that I've never played before, aside from playing for about 2 minutes just to test it to make sure it works.
I haven't played it either, but since I'm a comic book fan here, I'm going to have fun with this. So, this is going to be interesting. After this point, I believe all 3 Infinity comics came out, which was Infinity Gauntlet, Infinity War, and Infinity Crusade. They kind of have a bunch of different plots.
Look at this. They're laying out the levels for us right now.
So there's like 4 or so. And I know the final boss is probably going to be Thanos.
I'm going to be stoked if it is.
So, anyway, Adam Warlock here, yeah, he's actually the main character of this whole thing.
So why is he not in the Marvel Cinematic Universe?
Because they put him on the Guardians of the Galaxy, and James Gunn was like, I'm not going to introduce him in the second movie, I'm going to introduce him in the third. And that kind of ticks me off because Adam Warlock actually has some, I get to choose my levels.
Yeah, so there's, you can train at the Avengers base if you want to get a feel for the controls.
I might do that. Let's see.
So, I'm going to put this out there that in my test of this, I did the training room and discovered that you can use the Y button to attack, but there's also like Street Fighter combos if you do either a Hadouken or Shoryuken motion.
So
I'm actually going to look up a move list for this game just to help you out.
Yeah, let's do that. I imagine this is what I like to call a fighter beat 'em up, where they have, like, you know, all those combos you can do, like in a fighting game, but it's using a beat-up system. So, this would probably be... I looked the game up beforehand, and this came out before Marvel vs. Capcom. And as far as I can tell, maybe some assets were used from this in later games, but let's
take a look at the characters first. Alright, so we got Spider-Man, Captain America, Wolverine, Iron Man, and the Hulk.
Let's talk about where the characters were at this time. So you might notice something, the Hulk's wearing a shirt. Now, I know this is scary. This was when the Hulk had a brain, and he was smart.
That's horrifying.
I know. It was quite terrifying. Wolverine is just Wolverine. He doesn't change.
Now, I'm happy to see him here in this design because I've been watching the X-Men cartoon from the 90s recently, and so I'm ready to go, bub.
And we have Captain America, who also doesn't change.
He's a classic.
Oh, you can't get rid of him. He has his shield, his famous classic shield. And you also have Spider-Man, who, again, is my favorite, so I'm going to be messing with him first. And we also have the 90s Iron Man. This is actually one of my favorite suits for him. It just looks cool. I love the serrated shoulders, the symbol on his chest. Just, it works for me.
So this is called Marvel Superheroes, and it's not called the Avengers. But wouldn't these be the Avengers right here?
No, actually not. Only 2 of them are.
Okay, so Cap and Iron Man.
Yeah, the Hulk was a founder. He was only in 3 issues, so oftentimes they would not actually put him as, like, a founding member or a pure Avengers member. Spider-Man, Wolverine, it's different nowadays because a later writer, Brian Michael Bendis, made the big guns the Avengers, but back in the day, the only 2 Avengers were Cap and Iron Man, really. Hulk, again, was only on it for 3 issues until Cap showed up. So,
because I remember reading the first ever Avengers comic and noticing how in the first Avengers movie, Loki pits the Hulk against the Avengers to create chaos, and that's the same thing that they do in the comic.
Yeah, to an extent. It's not like it wasn't based on it.
I thought that was really cool. That was fun.
Oh no, it's great. But that's kind of the whole thing. The Hulk was not really considered an Avengers member at the time. It was just a different thing. And the Hulk was... Here's the thing. To give you an idea of how different it was back then, the Hulk was considered more of a Defenders member.
Hulk a leader, not a joiner.
Hulk is also the Prince of Wales. Look up that cover. But
I'm confused, Dave.
You should be, but we're talking about comics. We're going to start with my personal favorite, the Amazing Spider-Man.
All right, let's see. I'm going to find his move list. Iron Man, Spider-Man.
All right. So, okay.
You're fighting Wolverine.
Holy crud. That's actually... I see.
Okay, so it's down, forward, attack to do a web ball.
Okay, I'm gonna try.
So that's a Hadoken.
Alright. I'm going to try. Actually, you know something?
Yeah.
I'm kind of glad I'm doing this.
You're getting your ass beat by the Danger Room.
Yeah. Okay. No, that makes sense. And I've just been beaten by the Danger Room.
Spider-Man can wall climb. Jump towards the wall and press either up or down to climb.
Okay.
Let's see.
I'm gonna
Tangling spider attack. Up and attack. Web throw. Up, forward, down, attack. Special gem required.
Oh, God. I get it.
You gotta get the gems. Okay, so I guess we're not web throwing because we don't have gems.
I'm fighting Evil Daredevil.
Oh, wow. See, when I tried this, they just had me fighting Dr. Doom.
No, okay, so remember when I told you that this is based on the Infinity Trilogy? Yeah. During Infinity War, Thanos, it was the Magus, who is... Okay, so Adam Warlock has an evil version of himself called the Magus, who's actually very much part of a lot of different storylines. And he's actually a pretty important character in terms of being an evil villain in the Marvel Universe.
Oh, yeah?
So, yeah, it comes from another dimension. Oh my god! Evil Daredevil's just like, I'm gonna grab you.
He's the man without fear, don't you know?
He's the man without fear and/or... Okay, yeah, no, but no, this is actually more of a fighting game than a beat-em-up. Ooh, that's kind of neat, actually.
I think it becomes more of a beat-em-up once you get to the main game and there's more enemies on screen.
Fair. It could also change the mechanics between who you're fighting. But I think I kind of got the idea here. I'm actually going to try the
Spider-Man got the idea straight to the face.
Yeah, it's true. Alright, let's actually try to do this. Let's see if I can...
I'm sure the main game won't be as hard as training, right?
Hopefully not. Alright, let's do this.
Alright, so the aquarium?
Alright, I'll do Spider-Man again, because, again...
Spidey swings into action!
Oh!
So, I guess we're choosing our special ability, or... Revive item enables you to revive you. But they show times 0, so, like, can you not even use these?
I think the idea is that it's what you find in the level, but
Yeah.
let's try out the special gem. I'm kind of...
Enables you to use a gem power.
Oh!
Oh, so you, like, stock up on these.
Yeah. So, if I use the gem, I can use a special move. Okay.
All right.
Let's test out the mechanics then. I also... Okay, I'm just gonna try it, so that's my
One
jump.
day, Spider-Man on a pleasant trip to the aquarium.
One day, Spider-Man on the pleasant trip to the aquarium found... Who are we fighting? Adam Warlock. It seems the villains. Hold it.
Press buttons.
It worked when I pressed Y. I was pressing A. Have planted some explosives in the aquarium. I care about this aquarium because... Reasons. Reasons for a good reason. It's not me.
All right.
This is gonna be
So,
special.
explosives in the aquarium.
Explosives in the aquarium. You have to find the gems and escape immediately! If you don't, you'll perish. Okay. So, I got it, Warlock. Okay. I killed Thanos once, you know. Yeah, I should mention, Spider-Man was actually instrumental in the defeat of Thanos.
I imagine he's still going to be in the movies, too.
We'll see what happens, but we're not going to talk about Infinity War spoilers here in case people are worried. I'm just going to be talking about the comics strictly here if people care. And
I mean, I will say Infinity War was a great movie, so go check it out.
Spider-Man kick!
So you actually have an air gauge. This is a timed section.
Okay, I got it. Oh god, it's Puck from Alpha Flight. Of all the characters...
What?
Of all the...
He looks like some like weird little circus man.
Yeah, no. These are like evil versions of Puck. And of all the characters to have like an evil version of, I would not have chosen Puck.
So is he like one of those human cannonball people?
Kind of. Okay, first of all, he's Canadian. I should mention this.
Oh man, he's already a monster.
Yes, he's already a monster, but guess why? Guess why he's called Puck? And it's related to Canada.
Because Canada loves hockey?
Yes. Alpha Flight is not necessarily the worst comic, but I have a hard time respecting Alpha Flight.
And the funny thing is I knew about this because I just saw their episode in X-Men the Animated Series.
Yeah, who are we fighting? Holy crud, it's Evil Vision!
Is that what it is?
Yeah, no, that's Evil Vision.
I was gonna say, yeah, I'm the Green Manta.
I am the Green. No, that's definitely Evil Vision from the comic.
I'm not Black Manta. That's a different character.
So back in the Infinity War, they actually made a bunch of evil versions of characters. The only one who stuck around was Spider-Man, probably because he looked the coolest. Who was this, like, who he was called Doppelganger, and he had, like, 6 arms and a venom mouth. He looked neat.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
That's horrifying.
I know! He was awesome!
Yeah, so, how's this fight going?
It's not going too badly. It's just... Since he's not on the ground, it's very hard to... There's not really air moves I found.
Speaking of air...
Yeah. Oh, frack, you're right.
Yeah.
Let's see
Your
how...
health is constantly draining. They're doing that game.
Frack.
And...
I'm dead.
Oh no, comic fans. It looks like Spider-Man has perished.
J. Jonah Jameson is ticked off at me.
He's a menace.
Oh, shoot.
Oh, okay. Wait, so we have 1 life to do this with?
Apparently.
Alright.
So, if we don't succeed... Alright, let's...
This is the first episode and we've gotten nowhere, so we're gonna keep rolling.
Yeah, let's do this. Like, let's try... Oh, no!
Spider-Man is dead.
Alright! Let's do Cap. We're gonna do this America. So that's how they track things in this game.
So every character is a life.
That's interesting. So that means we have to be careful with who we...
But each character does have different properties because when I played with the training, I did the best with Hulk because he does massive amounts of damage, and I did the worst with Spider-Man because he's kind of the speed character.
Yeah, so, okay, that makes sense. So Captain America tends to usually be the balanced character. He's kind of like the Ryu of...
He's the Mario!
He's the Mario!
Or would that be Captain Italy?
Captain Italy.
Captain the Mushroom Kingdom.
Captain Little Italy. Oh, that's evil Hawkeye.
Yeah, I was going to say, why is Hawkeye shooting at you? Is this the start of Avengers?
These
1?
are all the evil doppelganger heroes. So that's evil Hawkeye. We're going to call him Blight Eye. Or Eagle Eye.
So... I feel like Marvel Universe has supervillains that they could be using as mooks that are better than just making evil clones of people.
Well, I mean, like, a series of evil Hawkeyes kind of makes sense to me, but you could use Hydra agents.
Oh, exactly.
Like, okay.
This is some quality platforming here, folks.
Yeah, well, a game that uses fighting game and beat-em-up mechanics at the same time, yeah, it should be a platformer, you know? That's how you should do it. Okay, I'm fighting evil Wolverines and evil Daredevils.
That Daredevil is horny.
Clearly. Like, he's the horniest of all Marvel characters.
I'm a horny devil. Can't you see? I like
and I'm fighting 3 of them. Alright, let's see. Alright, Captain America...
Consider he's got, like, mutant feet with 2 big claw toes.
Well, yeah, he's a Ninja Turtle. Okay,
Has
so...
there ever been a crossover of Ninja Turtles and the Avengers?
No, never actually. It always kind of made me sad because... Especially because they referenced Daredevil's origin in the first Ninja Turtles comic.
Yeah, well, like, Eastman and Laird might have been drinking or smoking that night and tried to come up with a new superhero team.
This game is a lot tougher than I gave it credit for. Okay, let's do it. I'm probably going to do the Hulk.
So, Cap is dead.
Cap is dead. We're playing spoilers, I guess. I mean, maybe we are, maybe we're not. Okay, apparently the Hulk gets 4. Okay, I can only hold 3.
You can only hold... Okay, and you don't have anything else.
Alright, you said the Hulk's the power dude, so let's do...
He does the most damage.
Oh my god, that sprite is awful.
Yeah. Well, I mean, look at that, like, 2-frame, 3-frame walk cycle. But... Hulk have best range!
Hulk have best range and punch! But, you know, he's also slow.
Yeah, try doing Hadouken motion. I think Hulk will, like, smash him around. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hulk's good at smash. Hulk have PhD in Smashology!
Hulk have PhD in Smashology and multiple personality disorder. Hold on, this is a smart Hulk, so he would be like, yo, I am smartest Hulk there is. Okay.
Hulk also have minor in poetry.
Hulk love things. Also his oh come on.
These ice physics are just making it worse, man.
Oh god, this is just awful. Alright, I'm doing a little bit better with the Hulk, I will admit. But
like I said, the Hulk, he does more damage, and so I feel like he's a stronger character because of that.
Well,
but he's probably way slower.
I imagine. The Hulk's always been like the tank character in case they ever... But admittedly, doing a lot of damage with these guys, especially, actually matters.
So I think some of these sprites were actually redrawn for Marvel vs. Capcom.
Oh, Spider-Man definitely was if you look at his walk
Spider-Man
cycle.
and Wolverine have the same posture.
Hulk also has a lot more health, though. He's a little bit more easy to go through, so you can do a little more tanking. Alrighty.
I mean, if Wolverine doesn't have slowly regenerating health, I'm out.
That would be awful. Like, okay, any Wolverine...
Best character?
Any game where Wolverine doesn't have, like, a health mechanic is usually one I consider bad. Like, no offense to people, but that's, like, if Wolverine doesn't, like, have, like, regenerating health, you're doing the wrong thing.
I remember they made, I think it was for X-Men Origins Wolverine, they made a video game that was way more violent than the movie was.
Oh, look. Oh, my God. This game's giving me my dream. I get to beat up on Puck. God, I hate Puck.
Hulk no understand hockey.
Hulk hate hockey.
Hulk prefer rugby.
Actually, Hulk's a baseball fan of all things. I should...
Hulk play ball.
Also, really huge fan of Star Trek.
What do you mean foul ball?
Hulk punch puck. And uppercut.
Well, we've gotten farther with the Hulk than we have with any other character.
Yeah, let's see what it does. Oh, come on!
That is cheap. All right, I'm beginning to think this might not be the pinnacle of AAA licensed game design.
I can tell, especially because. All right, I got lucky on that one.
Okay, so doesn't the Hulk have a healing factor?
Yes,
as well?
Especially because this was established during this era that the Hulk had a healing factor. Okay.
Also, I'd like to point out that Hulk does not have the vest on that he does in his portrait.
Well, no, because even back then a lot of games defaulted to having him be like, Hulk smash Hulk. Okay.
The game just like popped for a second.
I think we're in a cutscene.
Oh yeah, we entered.
Oh, Sasquatch! The greatest of all heroes. I mean, okay, the Sasquatch is also another Alpha Flight dude.
I'm amused that how there's so many comic book characters that are just based on myth and legend that they don't even change them. They're just like, yeah, they're a superhero.
Yep, Well, Sasquatch can basically be described as a lamer version of Beast from the X-Men. Or the Hulk, or any... He's like the savage dude who's also a smart dude.
And you are knocking him around.
Again, I'm the Hulk and I'm beating up on, like, a lamer version of myself. That's what Sasquatch is. He's like I said...
Hulk no like hairy Hulk!
He's an Alpha Flight member, so...
Learn to shave!
He's an Alpha Flight member. I'm just punching him. Especially...
We are standing in place, pressing the Y button over and over again. That's good game design.
Yes.
The less engaged the player is, the longer their attention span.
We beat him.
We did.
Fuck you, Sasquatch! Hulk! Biggest Sasquatch there is! Alright.
Oh, man.
That was a game.
We could have talked, use your brain. Is that Hulk telling them we could have talked? Okay, well, Space Cadets, this has been an interesting trip. We hope you join us next time.
I don't know what to say.